Hey guys, this is Adrian Boycell. I wanted to do a quick tutorial video to show you guys how to make a cover photo for a Facebook group. Yes, a cover photo for a Facebook group. Now, there are a lot of different resources on YouTube and on Google where you can find Facebook cover photo templates and things like that, but I wanted to show you how to make one today in Photoshop. So if you look here, pulled up this great resource off visme.co, and it tells you right here, this is for 2021, that a Facebook cover photo size is 1640 by 856. So what we're going to do is hit Command or Control N, 1640 by 856. That's a pretty good size for us to work with. I'm actually going to make this in 300 resolution so that if I ever need to use those graphics for anything else, they'll be nice and high res, and then I can always size this down. So we're going to start with this. One thing that's very, very important for you to know when it comes to creating a Facebook cover photo for a page, for a group, and that's what this is for, is understanding how that's going to show up as your profile photo as well. That's the kind of the neat thing about the Facebook group photos, cover photos, is those get set as your profile photo. So what you really want to do is kind of center this thing around having it be focused on the middle section, because that's what's going to focus on for your profile photo. Let me pull up a quick example of what that would actually look like. So I have a few different ones here that I've done, but I'm going to just show you one here. So we're going to make one together. So what we're going to do is we're just going to drag out a circle just so you can kind of get an idea of a guideline that's set to pixels. So let's go ahead and switch that. So I'm going to hold shift down and just click and drag. And it has a stroke on it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that stroke off. And I'm going to fill this just so we have a good place. Now, one thing that's important for you to know is you need to have your guides on. Your guides are going to give you some extra visibility and knowing when your stuff is centered. So what I have is called Smart Guides. So let me just show you here. Show. And then you go Smart Guides. Make sure that's turned on. So if you'll notice here, as I'm dragging this thing around, you'll see that little pink line that showed up there? Boom, there it is again. So that right there is centered. Now I just need to go down. Looks like top and bottom right there, and then left to right. That looks like it's centered right there. So there we go. So that is going to be your center point. That looks pretty centered. It actually looks a little bit off. There we go. Now I'm holding down shift, which is going to help me as well. So there we go. That's the center point. So now I have this thing centered. This is generally the area that you're going to want to focus on, showing up as whatever profile photo for your Facebook group. So let me show you this Facebook group here. All right, so I have a Facebook group called XRP Hero. I do this because I love cryptocurrency. I'm a big fan, and I created this cover photo for this Facebook group. Now you'll notice here on the icon, it shows up pretty nicely. XRP Hero fits pretty nicely. I can click on this, right click and copy, go back over to Photoshop and paste this in here. Obviously I did this at higher resolution, but you know, this will give you a really good idea. See, boom, I already nailed it on that one, of exactly where your guides should be set up. You can set up guides for yourself. So it was right around here, to drag these down from the guides. Put this probably right around here. It's a little higher than that, obviously, but I just want to make sure that I'm not going over the line. So I'm just going to kind of focus it on here. I'll pull this image out now. You can see I can go up a little higher on this, so I can just go into here. That's more of a square, because it's kind of the square icon that you're going to have for the group. You want people to be able to recognize your group. So I can go ahead and just make this a little bit bigger. Just increase this. There we go. I got that in there. So that's kind of like my template. So I want to focus everything in on this inner circle, and then everything else is kind of going to be bled outside of there. So let's just create something random here. So I want to create a group, let's just say for the domain community, or yeah, I think the domain community, people who buy and sell domain names or build and sell websites. So what I can do here is I just click my text tool, and I'll go ahead and just drag in this area, and I'm going to call this domain. I have an idea. We're going to make a crypto domain investing. Crypto domain investors. Keep it really simple, okay? This isn't an actual group. It may already exist, but I don't know that. I'm just creating something random. Just want to show you how quickly we can make something really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and size this text a little bit bigger. It's going to be a pretty short tutorial. There we go. And then we're going to go crypto. Oops, I spelled that wrong. You see that there? I almost had a typo. And then go up in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and make this bigger as well. Make it all equally the same size. Now I do have my spacing, so I'm going to go ahead and hold domain now, hit shift, and then I'm going to hit alt or option and move this up because I want this to look really cool. So there we go. And then I'm gonna do the same thing here, hold shift and then Alt or Option, bring that up. It's about right there, I think. And then I'll drag this back towards the center. So crypto domains are like .crypto. So what you can do is you can actually plug in your wallet address that you have for your cryptocurrency that you hold, and you can plug in your wallet address to your crypto domain. You only pay once for a crypto domain, but today's purpose of this video is not to teach you about crypto. It's just to kind of talk about creating this Facebook cover. So let me go ahead and hit Command I, which is going to invert it. I'm going to change my text from black to probably something bright like this. Boom, crypto domain investors. Now I need to find a cooler font, right? Because that's kind of lame. Let's find something cool. I'm going to go to my character, make sure my caps isn't turned on. I may have typed this all out in caps, but let's just see. Investors. I'm going to go ahead and do it like that. There we go. And then I'm going to take, whoops, and I'm going to find a nice font and select that. I'm going to highlight this again. I already got it italicized, regular italics. There we go. So it's already in there. And then I can just maybe bring this down, Alt or Option, bring this down. And then now I need to find something cool, whoops, to actually give it that crypto domain investors look. So there's another way we can do this. To save time, I'm going to go to stock.adobe. And we're going to type in investors. Let me see here. I'm going to type in crypto investor. See if it pops up anything. And I'm not logged in at the moment. See, there's some pretty cool images. I like the bear and the bull. Let's see here. That's a big time investment kind of symbol here. What if we did something like this? Look at this image. So let me go ahead and log in real fast. All right, so now that I'm logged in, I'm going to go ahead and license this one. I think this one could be really cool. And we're going to drop this baby right in there. So watch this. So file, place, embed. There we go. Sometimes it just is a little glitchy. So we're going to go ahead and do this. I'll put this probably right around here. Just size this. And then what I'll do is I'm going to put this on a different layer. So go over to your layers. You're going to bring this down below that, right? So that looks pretty good right there. But what I need to do is I need to get that other stuff out of there. So I'm going to pull this out of here for a second. I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to make sure that this is actually turned to a raster. I'm going to right click on this and rasterize this. Content aware fill. Let's go ahead and see if we can move this. There we go. Hit OK. That looks pretty decent. It's still kind of there, but I can go here again if I really need to and hit fill. Do that again. Oh, I have it on a new layer, so let me make those two. So I hold these both, Command E and merge them. Right click again, fill, content aware fill. There we go. That looks much, much better. So now I have that open space. I can put the crypto domain investors inside of there. And if I really want to, I can take this here. Boom. And I can bring this down. So I can hit cut. There we go. And then what I'll do is I'll go back to this layer. I'm going to hit M. And I'm going to bring this out. And I'm going to hold Command or Control T. And I'm going to bring this down. Whoops. Hold down Shift. You're going to bring this down all the way to fill in that space. Boom. Hit Command or Control D. Enter first and then Command or Control D. It'll unselect everything. And then I can bring this guy down here. Crypto domain investors. So I'm wondering if I should just make this even simpler. I want this to be really readable. So that's like one of my biggest concerns is that it's readable. So let me just go ahead and make this a little bit smaller. Or I can just bring this up a little bit higher. I think that might be the best way to go. So let me just bring that up a little bit more. My rectangle, my marquee tool. See, M is for the marquee tool. So I can go up in here, hit Command T again, hold down Shift, bring this all the way down, fill in that space completely, hit Enter, Command or Control D. Now I have that space completely open. I am going to make this just a little bit smaller so I can fit everything nicely. Let's see here. So this is 39. We'll just go to 34 on that one. And then we'll go down a little bit more on this one, 37. There we go. Now I can bring that up without it being too distracting. So there we go. So now we got a pretty nice photo. What I want to do is I want to blend this a little bit and see if I can, whoops, let me merge these two first, Command E. And then I want to blend this and see if I can get a nice little blend between that and the black background. I think it's pretty nice either way. It's a good color scheme. What I'd like to do I don't think the orange really works, so I'm just going to make this white to match the rest of the design. And you can see here, if I hit Command or Control, and then next to the L is a little semicolon, it'll pull that template back. I can turn those off and on. So I wanted to show you guys that. That's important as well. But this would work as a really good Facebook group cover photo, and I just wanted to show you a basic way to do that and how you should focus your energies and your intentions on the outside. Now, just super fast, if I wanted to incorporate anything else, like something like this, I'm just going to do this. I'm not licensing this, and I'm not actually going to upload this. I'm just showing you for an example purposes. But if I wanted to, if I wanted to scale this, let me let go of Shift. There we go. And then I can take this little rocket, remove the background. I could take the Bitcoin and the coin out in general, and I can remove that. I can use my eraser tool, or I can use my, there we go. I can do this manually like this. Takes a little bit of time to do it that way, or I can use my magic wand tool and just remove the whole coin in general, and then I can come back in here if I really wanted to. And I would have a much higher quality version of this image, right, if I had licensed it, so it'd make it a lot easier than I'm just doing here. I'm just showing you this for an example, but you could even do some stuff like this within there. I'm just going to delete these out real quick, make my thing a little smaller here. There we go. It's not perfect, and it doesn't need to be, because I'm not using this actually on the page, but I'm just teaching you guys this little quick Facebook group cover photo design. And if you love this, if this is the kind of stuff that you want to see more of, drop a comment. Let me know that you like this stuff so I can make more of it. But you could do cool little stuff that kind of bleeds off the side, and just really make things that are neat. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I just wanted to keep it very simple and show you how you can upload it in the size and dimensions that you need for a Facebook group cover photo. If you're not using Facebook group cover photos, I would highly encourage you to do so. So thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. And as always, keep looking up.